have it? Do you want it? Okay. Jesus. Oh.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello. All right. Thank you, Blaze. Good afternoon, everyone. We've got a full room today. It's pretty exciting to see all this energy in the room. Welcome to the May 8th, 2025 meeting of the Rotary Club of Louisville. I'm Lori Flannery, and I am the President and CEO of New Directions. I'm the President of our club and a Paul Harris Fellow +1. I want to remind you all, if you have a device with you here today, and I am pretty sure that's about a 98 to 100% bet, if you will please make sure that your device is either turned off or that it is silenced for the duration of the meeting. That would be very much appreciated. Providing our invitation today is someone I'm sure all of you all know, Dr. Linda Bartram-Moore, Chair of the Interact Rotaract Committee, Vice Chair of the Rotary Honors Scholars Committee, and Paul Harris Fellow +3.
Will you please bow your head with me? Let us pray silently together, each one of us according to our individual beliefs. Let us offer thanks for this food, blessings for one another, and appreciation for the outstanding young men and women here with us today who represent the future of our society and of our nation. Let each of us be a beacon of hope for those in need. Let us give gratitude for this opportunity to serve through Rotary. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Linda. Also, a familiar face, I'm going to invite now to the podium Craig Mooney. Craig will be doing the Pledge of Allegiance and reciting the Rotary 4-way test for us. Craig is the Chief Operating Officer and Chief Financial Officer for Bussey Construction, which is located here in town. He's our club treasurer, the chair of the Rotary Honors Scholars Committee, and a Paul Harris Fellow. Woo!
Okay, if everyone could join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now for the 4-way test.
Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better interest? And will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Craig. So at this time, we usually introduce guests, but we have such a full program today, and we have so many guests today. So we will not be doing that today, but I do want to welcome all of our guests and thank you for being here. If you are interested in learning more about Rotary, the next time you hear me ring the bell will be when we have adjourned this meeting. If you will make your way to the What is Rotary table, and because we've changed the layout a little bit, I'm going to have to look at Deline. Will you help me point out where the What is Rotary table is?
It's going to be the table in the alcove over there.
Okay, it's the same table then. It's the table in the alcove over there closest to those doors. Craig Sherman will be there just to give you a little bit of an overview of our club and Rotary in general. So please feel free to do that if you are interested. In everything about Rotary. Now I'm going to welcome back to the podium Craig Mooney to introduce today's speaker.
Okay, Adrienne Johnson, or AJ, is in her 19th year at the University of Louisville and her 11th season as a women's basketball assistant athletic director. She was previously the executive director of player relations. She works as a liaison between the coaching staff and academic support system, helping set semester goals for each student athlete and oversee player and professional development. She has been critical to the fundraising efforts for the program and also assists with on-campus recruiting, community service, and marketing efforts, while serving as the analyst for the University of Louisville women's basketball radio broadcast. AJ is a Louisville native. She came to Louisville after playing for 8 seasons in the WNBA. She began her WNBA career during the league's inaugural year with the Cleveland Rockers in 1997, before being taken 8th overall by the Orlando Miracle in the 1999 expansion draft. AJ spent 4 seasons with the Miracle before they moved to Connecticut in 2003 to become the Connecticut Sun. She played for the Sun for 2 seasons and then signed as a free agent with the Seattle Storm in 2005. Johnson started 181 games in her WNBA career with 38 starts. She totaled 1,018 points, 292 rebounds, 132 assists, and 73 steals. She also earned the WNBA's first ever Hometown Hero Award for her community service during the 2000 off-season. That's pretty good. AJ is a 1997 Ohio State graduate. She earned her bachelor's degree in exercise physiology. She recorded more than 1,000 points in her collegiate career, averaging 13 points, 3.1 assists in her senior campaign. We didn't put the turnover number there. I didn't do that. I'm sure it was really rough. AJ is a Butler High School graduate, and she earned all Big Ten honors as a senior with the Buckeyes. AJ, welcome.
Thank you. I just want to thank Craig and Rotary Club for the opportunity to step in. Coach Walsh was scheduled to be here and speak to everyone, but he couldn't do it due to some last-minute business that he had to take care of. So I was honored when he asked me. I said, yeah, I would totally do it. That would be great. So I just want to thank everyone for this opportunity to kind of be able to share this moment with you. I also want to congratulate the young men and the young women of Western High School and Iroquois High School for meeting the requirements that it takes to be a part of the mentorship program. Because what that tells me, is that you are willing to put the effort into seeing to your own success, and that's very, very important. So congratulations to you all. I think I'm going to start pretty much by telling my story. As Greg alluded to, I'm a proud Louisvillian. I am very much deeply rooted into the community, being here in Louisville. I am a Jaguar with the Johnson Middle, and I am there at Butler High School. And just let me say that we never lost to Western Iroquois. But I had great years. I had a wonderful childhood, wonderful times in school. I really enjoyed that experience. Played basketball, I ran track, I ran cross country, so I was very much involved in sports. Sports is part of my fabric, it's in my soul, it's in my blood. No one in my family really played sports, and I was the only one. But then I soon realized that it was an opportunity for me to do greater things. It was a platform for me. And I don't think that I really realized that until we continued to kind of go along deeper into there's my device, right? Sorry. But so I went on to earn a basketball scholarship. I went to the Ohio State University. I'm just going to say Ohio State, and then if I say Ohio State, they'll say, oh, it's the Ohio State. So yes, and I played there collegiately. I had the honor of playing for a national championship my freshman year. We lost by 2 points to Texas Tech and Cheryl Swoops, if anybody knows that name. She had 47 points, we had no answer for her. But it was an honor to be a part of that 93 Final Four team. Shortly after that, I graduated in '96, but then came along the WNBA. The WNBA was, I think, think was gonna be like the 20th attempt for a women's professional basketball league. And I was gonna have the honor of being able to start the WNBA season in 1997. During that process, I had to go through tryouts, and I had a tryout amongst, I think, 200 other women that were pursuing a dream that I had, and they only picked 4 people. I was trying out in Cleveland, Ohio, and out of 200 young women, I was one of 4 that they selected on that team, and then 8 years later, my career went on, and I played professionally until 2005, and that's when I retired in Seattle. Had the pleasure of starting the Cleveland Rocker franchise. I had the pleasure of starting the Orlando Miracle franchise, which was the sister team to the Orlando Magic. And then I finished, that team was then sold to the Connecticut Sun, and we started that franchise, and I finished up in Seattle, retired, decided to come back home to Louisville. During that time, every athlete goes through a point in time in their life where it's all that you know, and it became such a part of our identity. It's bouncing back basketball. But when I came back to Louisville, I had the luxury of having the right people in my life and the right mentors that connected me with the University of Louisville. In 2006, I came on to the University of Louisville in a marketing position. And during that process, I don't know if anybody goes to our Louisville women's basketball games, but back 19 years ago, I think at a women's basketball game, you probably saw it was maybe 2,000 people. Now we leave the ACC with a little over 8,000 people at our game. It was sold out to KFC Young. It was 2 times, the teams versus Kentucky, and I think the other ones will be opened up to KFC Young versus Tennessee. So we're very, very proud of that, and I'm very proud of being a part of taking something that I don't think much people paid attention to and made it something very special. It's very special to us today. Our women's basketball team has now played in 4 Final Fours. We competed for 2 national championships. So we've had great success, especially under the leadership of Coach Jeff Walls, who owe a lot of my own personal success to. But the reason I think it's important that we tell our stories, and though I have had lots of, I would say, success in the area of what called basketball, whether it be high school, whether that be, playing for national championships and things like that. I'm very proud of those accolades. But more importantly, I think the older that I get, I think the thing that resonates with me most is the people that help you get there along the way. That is the most important thing, is the relationships that you build along the way. And the reason why I wanted to talk about that, because you're going to be told about things when it comes to success. Go to school, get good grades, give your best efforts. And to me, that is all very much true. That is a contract that you make with yourself, that you decide that you want to be somebody in this world, that you will get up every morning and you will give that effort. But the magic in it all is the people along the way on your journey. And for me, I think that when you think about things like you watch award shows, you watch the Oscars, if you watch the American Music Awards or the Grammys, when those people win awards, they're not spending their time talking about the long hours working on their craft, the weekend or the long hours during the nights. The first thing that they do is they thank people. They thank their spouses, they thank their children, they thank those mentors, they thank those special people that take them along the way on that journey. Because without them, it does not become possible. For me, when I think about my own journey, I don't get that college scholarship without Stephanie Greathouse, my basketball coach. That basketball coach understood that I grew up in a single parent household. I had a younger brother and my mom had to work. If I didn't get to practice, she picked me up. If I didn't have the money, we found a way to do it. I went to camps. And the one thing I learned about the camp was when you're an athlete, you get spoiled a lot. And I actually had 2 coaches in high school. Mike Johnson, I need to also mention his name. He was going to help pay for camp for me. And he coached me for 2 years, my freshman and sophomore year. I ended up with a new coach my junior year and my senior year. And I also remember telling Stephanie Grayhouse, and I don't know if anybody knows Stephanie Grayhouse, she is someone very pivotal in my life. But there was a specific camp that I was supposed to go to, and that I did go to. And I told her that Mike Johnson said he was gonna pay for it for me, because he knew what my circumstances were. And she said, I understand that. She said, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make a deal with you. You're gonna get a job, and you're gonna earn the money. And when you do that, what I'll do is I'll take you. And she would drive me, and I made that commitment to myself. And that changed my life, because a lot of times we can get spoiled with people just willing to just give you things, but there's nothing like being able to earn it, to say, I did it. So I went out and I got that job at Dairy Queen. And she kept her commitment, and she drove me in that car to Rensselaer, Indiana, 3 hours, and she also drove me down to Atlanta 7 hours for a camp. And when I went to that camp, I got hundreds and hundreds of scholarship offers. I don't get a scholarship, and I don't get seen without Stephanie Grayhouse and Mike Johnson. It matters. When I was in the WNBA, and I was pursuing that dream in college when I was at Ohio State, there were people willing to let me stay at their home and sleep on their couch as I pursued that dream. People that did not charge me when I needed the training and I needed someone to get me ready to compete at that level. And they just said, hey, you come stay at my house. That's Shelly Nichols, a friend of mine. That's Coach Daly, was someone that's strength conditioning coach. I don't go to the WNBA without those people. And at the University of Louisville, I had a mentor by the name of Thelma Ferguson. She was the president of Chase Banks in the Kentuckiana area. And I had a relationship with this woman that when she saw my resume, I thought I wanted to go into banking and finance. And she said, I'm looking at your resume. And she said, do you know Tom Jurich and Julie Herman? I said, I do not. She said, I'm going to broker that relationship for you. I'm going to broker that relationship for you. And the reason why I'm at the University of Louisville is because of Thelma Ferguson. My point is, we don't get to where we are today and enjoy the successes that we have today without the people that we interact on a daily basis. And it matters. It matters. And so with that being said, I want you to think about, who are your people? There was someone today, and there's people every day, for you students, they're taking the time to invest in you. They're making sacrifices for you to be here today. Someone got you here today. Someone got you through the school year. Someone helped you get on that team. Someone helped you make the grade. Someone helped you to be a part of an art project. Someone did it. And what I'm asking you to do, and I'll challenge you with this, I want you to think about those people. And let's not wait until we get to our destination to say thank you. Do it along the way. Because it's that important. We're in a day and age of, it's so digital driven. There's social media, there is, you got your Snapchat, we've got a lot of ways that we communicate. And I believe that there is a place for technology. Technology can enhance a lot of things. And it can enhance the relationships that you build. But there will never be any way that it will replace the personal connection that you have with people, the connectivity with people. We are wired to connect. And the more that you understand the power of relationships, and relationships will open doors and it will create opportunities, you will see that the contract that you made with yourself to do the work will match up with the people that are there to see the vision that you have as they see you do the work. It will propel your success further than you could ever go by yourself. And I also want to challenge you that not only talk about the receiving the mentorship, and I'm looking at this room full of wonderful business people in the community that are really taking the time to pour into you. Who are you pouring into? Whose journey are you willing to make a sacrifice for to help them along the way in the things that they're wanting to do? So as much as you are receiving, you should be able and be willing to be thoughtful enough to give even more. And with that being said, we know that the motto for the Rotary is service above self, and that's important. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, AJ. Can we give her one more round of applause? And, I just want to say hello and love the students from Iroquois Western High School. I didn't get a chance to go around to every single table and say hello, but I do want you to know that I'm very proud of you guys and I'm happy that you're here. And I look forward to continuing this program next year. And I know some of you, Momar, Justice, some of the others that are in the crowd, you guys went through this program 4 years, right? Is that right? Yeah. So you guys could probably come back and be mentors for us next year. We'd love to get you back in a few years. Okay, so I'm up here today because I want to talk a little bit about the Rotary Honor Scholars Program. Tell you a little bit about its history and how we got to where we are today. So the Rotary Honor Scholars Program began in 2012 as a result of former Rotary Club Louisville president Henry Heiser. So Henry had this challenge to the community and to our club to address the issue of rising college tuition, rising student debt, and not enough qualified workers for good jobs in Louisville. So what did the club do? The club raised over $1 million in scholarship funds to assist students at Iroquois and Western High School to attend Jefferson Community and Technical College or Simmons College of Kentucky, tuition-free to pursue a 2-year associate degree or technical certification. The University of Louisville and Indiana University Southeast also offer additional scholarships to Rotary Honor Scholars to complete their bachelor's degree. So, what do we do in the Rotary Honor Scholars Program? We meet 6 times a year, 3 times in the fall semester and 3 times in the spring semester at both Iroquois and Western High School. And so there's 6 total sessions, 12 total between the 2 schools. And we work with the students on setting academic goals, personal and professional goals. We teach the students how to introduce themselves with confidence and how to keep a conversation going. We typically start every single session with practicing introducing ourselves and having a conversation. And as some of you students know, those first couple of sessions, it's a little awkward, it's not easy. And then by the time we get to session 4, 5, 6, everybody's standing up and we're having conversations and it just kind of seems second nature. So, you guys are getting there and you're getting prepared for that next level of life and that interaction, and it's really important. So, after we work on introducing ourselves with confidence, we work on identifying their strengths, we call it their types, their knowledge, their interests, their talents, their experiences, and their strengths. Then we work with them on writing a resume and how to properly prepare for an interview. We conduct mock interviews to allow them to get a feel for the types of questions that they'll be asked and how to be prepared and have thoughtful responses to those questions. So in total this year, we had 130 mentors participate, contributing over 200 volunteer hours. The mentors included many Rotarians that are in this room, and if you were a Rotarian mentor, could you please stand and be recognized? And we had a handful of community volunteers, community professionals, that believe so much in what the Rotary Honor Scholars Program is doing that they wanted to get involved as well. So if you're a community volunteer and you participated in this program, could you please stand and be recognized? That's right, Charisma. That's okay. Charisma and I work together. We have a great time together. She's going to hear about this for the next couple of weeks. So I want to thank each and every single one of the community volunteers and the Rotarians that volunteered your time and gave to this program. I couldn't do this program without you guys. So I really appreciate it, and I appreciate your commitment to service above self. Many of the Rotarians, many of the community volunteers, they come up to me, and just as they came up to Walt in the past, Walt Kuno led the program for me, and they say, thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this program. And they say, I get more out of volunteering my time and spending time with these amazing young students than they get from me. And I just love doing it. And I tell them that it goes both ways. They appreciate you. We appreciate you working with them. So it works going each way. So how did I learn about the Rotary Honor Scholars Program? Well, I became a Rotary member in 2018. And as I mentioned, Walt Kuno was the leader of the program at that time. And Walt, you led the program 5-6 years.
2014 to 20, whatever you took.
So Walt was a seasoned veteran, and I heard about it. He was up here one day, and he was speaking to a group, and he was talking about the program. And I thought to myself, that sounds interesting. That sounds like something I'd like to get involved in. So I started showing up. And when it came time for Walt to become president of this club, he asked, is anybody interested in taking over this program? I was the one that made eye contact. Everybody else just kind of looked away, right? And Walt said, Tag, you're it. So I'm finishing my 3rd year of leading the program, and it's been very rewarding to me, and I want to thank Walt for his mentorship for getting me to where I am today with this program. So thank you. I also want to thank Dr. Linda Bartram-Moore, who's my co-chair in the program. She helps me so much to get things organized because there's a lot that goes into this. Getting the gifts for the students, getting the medals that you're going to receive a little bit later, organizing the program for today, the agenda, working with Deline, working with Tracy. There's a lot that happens behind the scenes to put these meetings and these programs together, and there's no way that I could do it without her assistance, Deline's assistance, and Tracy Peck. I also want to thank the principals of Western and Iroquois High School for allowing us to spend time with the students 6 times a year, and then allowing this field trip away from the school day to bring the students out and celebrate them. So thank you to the principals. And I also want to thank my contacts at Western and Iroquois High School, Mr. Rick Moore and Ms. Carmen Belfont. They're the ones that I contact in the middle of July when everybody else is off of school and enjoying their summer. I'm calling them up, and we're organizing dates and looking at schedules and calendars and trying to put all this together. And they're the ones that I'm emailing, coordinating, making sure that things are going to be available, the library space, and is school in session today, or is it too cold outside, or did we get too much rain, or too much snow, or whatever the case may be. So I appreciate all the time that they put into this program as well. So thank you, Carmen. Thank you, Rick. And lastly, I want to thank all the students that participated in this program. It has been an honor working with you, and we're excited for the great things to come for each and every single one of you. So my hope, kind of like what AJ alluded to, is my hope is that one day each of you will be sitting at a luncheon like this, and you'll be celebrating that next generation of leaders that come along. And you're going to be helping them by paying it forward and spending time and investing in them. So it was great working with each and every one of you and getting to know a little bit about you. And I know for myself, the community volunteers, the Rotarian volunteers, and the other Rotarians that are in this room, and your teachers, your administrators, we wish you much happiness and success. So please join me in giving our Rotary Honor Scholars a round of applause. All right, now I would like to welcome Interact Rotaract Club Committee Chair, Dr. Linda Bartram Moore, back to the podium. Linda.
So, I'm back to teaching high school at Old County High School, teaching chemistry. You may ask yourself, what does Interact do? So during the year, our Interact clubs have clothing drives, they have canned food drives, they participate in Red Ribbon Week, they do 2 blood drives. They are amazing, and it's nonstop all year long, just in case you wondered what they did. So this day, we celebrate our future because this day we celebrate youth. One of my favorite poems, Khalil Gibran in the Prophet, says, "Your children are not your children. They are the children of life's longing for itself. You house their bodies, but not their souls, for their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot touch, not even in your dreams." But Rotary Worldwide has found a way to reach into tomorrow through educating, guiding, and mentoring young people in the specific skills and customs that will give them a more gentle introduction to the society they will join. The House of Tomorrow will be brighter for the presence of the young people gathered here today. To our youth then, I say, your brightness, your integrity, your education, and the mentoring you have received are not lightly given. For with them, your parents, your schools, and the mentoring you have received from Rotarian experiences transfers with them responsibility. You affect the world around you. You are the strength and the light of the future. It's you. We send you with blessings on your life journey, with accolades for your past achievements, and with great hope and goodwill for your future. The House of Tomorrow is yours. Do well. And now our first accolades will be our high school arm of Rotary, our Interact clubs. Will our interactors, their advisors, and the principals please come forward? And coach. And will each club line up here to the left of your advisor.
So you're going together and Western.
So this is Iroquois. All right. I need program for the names. Thank you. So I'm going to give the advisors their stoles, and you can drape your students, and then I will read the names, not necessarily in the order of draping. You have 8 or 10? You have 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Count those. You have 8, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You need one more. Voila. So from Iroquois, we have Fatuma Wanganabua, President. Aslan Salazar Cruz, Vice President. Megan Boyd, Secretary. Adarsha Raw, these are the members then. Adarsha Raw, Maymuno Yaro, Evelyn Rodriguez, Edmund Luol, please forgive my pronunciation, Shay Ewa, Zawadi, Francina, and Valeska Garcia. And our advisor from Western, Mika Powell, will be draping, and not necessarily in order of draping, or maybe, I guess it is, Momar Diop, President. Demarcus Gilsman, Vice President. And these are the members: Hussein Ali, Borhatem, Olivia Brandon, Justin Majors, Jesse Reyes, Anaya Sullivan, Sherry Thomas, and Hamdi Yusuf. When they are done draping, I'd like us to gather so we can get a picture of Iroquois together. And then Western together, and then as a group. Would that be okay, Delene?
Certainly. All right, so tall people in the back.
Are either of the principals here? No.
Okay. We need 2 rows. 2 rows, so you're square. Front, come and do it front. You would come be in the front, please. All right. If you could come over there, that would be perfect. All right, so everybody turn slightly this way. Look at me. Let's see everybody. Linda, scoot over just a little bit so the person behind you can be seen. All right. I see everybody. Thank you very much. So we just need the president and vice president to stand up here, I believe, and oh, lovely. Yes. So. Oh, you're right. If you guys excuse me, all right, all over here. Children over here. All right, I'll be on back. All right, let's let us come on this side. Okay. They come on this side. All right, I think we're gonna be good. All right, I need you to scoot in between here so I can see your face. All right, everybody look over here. All right, thank you. President, Vice President, stand.
Aren't they lovely? Can we give them another hand? And so now, we're going to present the scholarships for the leaders of these clubs to the president and vice president. So, so we will do them together, and then our advisors go this way. Okay, and you can present it to your people. So first of all, we have, they are getting Lori, come. Because Lori has the money. And the advisor has the certificate. So come around here so you can present, so you're at your end. So first of all, we have from Iroquois High School presenting a scholarship and a certificate of appreciation to Fatuma Winginabio. And to Vice President Aslem Camila Salazar. And smiling and looking. Delene, did you get the first three? The president? Did they pause and smile? Did they? Okay. Okay. From Western High School, President Momar Diab. Smiling looking. And Vice President DeMarcus Hillsman. And so maybe we get a group picture.
Yes. So if I could have Lori stand in the middle, presidents on either side of her. Over here. Over here, Lori, please. Middle. Momar and Tuna on the other side of Lori. And then the vice presidents on either, next to the president. You're vice president, right? Yep. Scoot in there. All right, so you go and turn a little bit facing that way. All right, so everybody that looks this way, please. And thank you very much.
Thank you, advisors and President Lori. And next, we're going to, what? I'm sorry. So, and next, our third presentation with regard to Interact Rotaract will be Rotaract. And Rick Harden and I have been on a journey for several years to get this started. He is absolutely my partner in crime and the knower of all things technical with getting things chartered. So I do the kids and he does everything else. So Rick, if you will please come up here. We are so excited to celebrate this. Rick is now our Rotary District 6710 Assistant Governor. And I'd like to also invite up our 2025-26 Rotaract Club President, Jacqueline Benya Perez, and Vice President Ray Renato. And there they are with the Rotaract shirts. The rest of the students could not be here. It's a university. People come and go at the end of the year. However, we do have a full board. And when we're done, I'd like to ask Dr. Green and Renisha to also join us. They have certainly kindly led us as part of the university for our meetings. So we're going to induct them with hymns, which are here. So they are receiving Rotaract pins, and we are so happy. We can, I think, already have two new members, Marcus and Dia. So anyway,
Scoot over.
so
You want to give one and let's pause for a picture. So here we are. So here, I'm giving this to you. Okay.
And maybe we should have Lori in this.
Yeah,
Lori from their house. You get in the middle of the house. Yeah. All right, big turn this way. All right, hold your pen up, holding up.
Yes.
Thank you.
and now Rick would like to say a few words. Our assistant governor.
I'll be very brief. All of you students who are graduating, finishing high school, getting that phase of your life completed, I want you to know that your Rotary journey does not have to end. If you are planning to attend some organization of post-secondary education, whether it is JCTC, Simmons College, Spalding University, University of Louisville, or any other such institution here in the community, you are welcome to join the Louisville Rotaract Club. It is based at the University of Louisville in the School of Business, thanks to the work of Dr. Raymond Green and Renisha Davis. But it is not restricted to that, and it is often meeting online on the weekends so that everybody can join in. We would like to have you consider becoming a Rotaractor and learning more about the service opportunities, the growth opportunities, and availability of real connections that are available to you through Rotary.
And Dr. Green and Renisha, are you here?
Raymond's another event.
Okay, so you come up here and take a picture with us. Can we do a do-over? Because I really,
I think they should be in it. You should be in it.
So, Blaze, we want to get Blaze and,
Come on, Blaze.
come on back up to Jackie. All right. All right. Should Lori be in this? She's in? Oh, okay.
Can we take it? I'm sorry. That's all.
All right.
So now I would like, again, Craig to come back up here.
All right, what are we doing?
We are doing Rotary Honor Scholars, Rick.
That's great.
So,
Right.
changing.
Great,
We
lead the
keep
way.
changing. Okay, so if you're a Rotary Honor Scholars, please stand at your table. Rotarians, if you are next to some, stand, and we're standing. Rotary Honor Scholars, and we're standing. And we're standing. Oh, that's lovely. Okay. And if you are a Rotarian at your table, the medallions are at the center. Please present them to your Rotary Honor Scholars, who will then take them out and put them on. While you're doing that, I would like to welcome Carmen and Rick to read the names. They're on the back of the program. You want to come up here? Or do you not want to read it? Okay. Okay, I'm going to read the names for the Western High School Rotary. We have Or Admiral,
Olivia Brandon, Momar Diop, Carmen Espinosa, DeMarcus Hillsman, Kermel Johnson, Soraya Johnson, Justice Major, Ricky Moon, Jesse Reyes, Anaya Sullivan, and Hamdi Yusuf.
All right, and for Iroquois, we have Rabshar Ali, Shashir Biswa, Megan Boyd, Sabina Cardona de Leon, Stephen Cherry, Nyla Cross, Dotha Hatu, Saw Ju, Hannah Key, Theobian Looney, Ivanez Martinez Morales, Jamari Mason, Academy Muneza, Fifi Munizero, Fatima Winumbayo, Timothy Pay, Summer Price, Sajuta Ray, Ardarsha Ray, Elizabeth Rendon Garcia, Aslam Salazar Cruz, Jacqueline Santa Cuevas, Jacob Sauer, Harriet Solange, Kwok Turong, Daniel Anjo, Devin Wilson, Kavasia Wright, Salome Chakabuta, Maimumo Francina Maimumo, Ashley Hussein.
Okay, thank you to the advisors, the academy coaches, administrators, and the Rotarians, and volunteer members who have been part of making this program successful. One more round of applause for everyone. Okay, as we wrap up the program, I'd like to welcome back up President Lori to the podium, and Dr. Linda has made sure that I let everyone know that we need to try to get a group picture at the end of this.
And the Lee will orchestrate that, it's whatever she says.
So, President Lori, thank you.
So what he's trying to say is please do not leave the room until the photo is taken, right? So, wow, this was great. I love this time every year when we all get together and we get to look at our future. Dr. Linda, that was spot on with that poem. It's one of my favorite poems as well. And it's just very inspiring to me, and I think to all the Rotarians, to see all of these incredible people, right? All of these incredible young people that we have in our community that are coming up. It is heartening, I have to say. So I want to congratulate all of you all again. I want to thank Linda, Craig, and Rick for everything that you do in bringing the youth into Rotary and into the Rotary pipeline. It is just really, really exciting for us. And I want to thank all of the people who work with the schools, right? We wouldn't be able to do this if you weren't helping us coordinate and identify students and making space for us in your everyday work. So thank you all as well. Okay, next week, same place, same time. Our speaker will be Kimberly Bunton, president of TKT and Associates. Her talk is titled Selling the Soul of a City, How Louisville's Culture Closed a Global Marketing Deal. I think she did some pretty good marketing on the title of that article. I'm intrigued myself. I want to remind the guests, if you are interested, is Craig Sherman here today? Craig, would you mind? There he is, the gentleman in the back with the gorgeous spring blazer on. He will be at this table over here by the door in the alcove. If you want to spend just a couple of minutes learning a little bit more about Rotary in general and our club in particular, we'd appreciate that. AJ, you were inspiring. I did not know you before today, and I think you spoke to the heart of every student in here and every Rotarian in here, and we are aligned in our belief for the future and the belief that it is our people, right? It's the people really that is everything. Okay, one last thing before I ring the bell, and that is Happy Mother's Day weekend to all.